This is Voluntas, my ultimate Iron Man. As an ultimate Iron Man, I cannot trade nor use a bank, but I decided to push my restrictions a little further and became a Slayer pure account. My Slayer level will not be going above 1. This locks off many items and other conveniences that Slayer provides. And what for? Jal-nib-rek, a pet received at a 1% chance from the inferno, one of the most difficult pieces of content in the game, a symbol of mastering the inferno. And for me, conquering it without Slayer. I have some unfinished business. I started this ultimate, but I still have my main. I finished pretty much everything I wanted to finish on it, except for a goal I set at the start of my RuneScape adventure, and I intend to document my journey with the goal to max my player stats as well as conquer the lands that I find myself in. I want to get back to my main to finish maxing, but I don't want to leave this account in the dust. So here's my plan. Get my combat stats up a bit, obtain some melee gear, and then AFK combat while I max my main. Usually people join combat with Slayer, but I don't have access to that, so skipping the early and mid levels would help greatly. You may be wondering why I would obtain melee gear. It isn't really needed to AFK combat. Well, after I max my main, I want to come back to an account with at least some kind of decent armor. That way, when I return, I'll be able to return strong and maybe transition into some PVM. So, winter's coming. This account is going into hibernation. I just have a few things I need to do. Let's talk about storage, and in the meantime, I'll drain agility. Zulrah. Most of you probably know Zulrah as a good source of money or gear upgrades. However, for Ultimate Iron Man, it serves a dual purpose. Ultimate Iron Man can die to Zulrah to store their items. The only risk is that the items stored at Zulrah are lost on dangerous death, but having a method of clearing your inventory and retaining the items as an ultimate can be incredibly valuable in many scenarios. I have a lot of upcoming questing, which inevitably means needing a lot of inventory space for miscellaneous items, which brings me to why I'm training agility. 56 agility is a requirement for Regicide, which is the quest requirement for Zulrah, and Underground Pass is a requirement for Regicide, which greatly benefits from having higher agility. Here begins the journey to AFK. That is 56 agility. That is the requirement. I actually messed up with a bit of my planning. Apparently for Underground Pass, Protect from Melee makes it much safer and much easier. And I'm going to need Protect from Melee anyway for some of the other things I'm going to do. So I need to figure out a way to train prayer. Here's what I've come up with for prayer training. Teleport to my house in Taverley, run through the Taverley dungeon to the blue dragons, kill dragons until I have enough bones, grind half the bones at the Ectofuntus, drop the rest, buy slime buckets at the charter store, offer half the bones, pick up and grind the other half of bones, offer the other half of bones, and teleport back to my house in Taverley to restart the process. I'm going for 43, so it shouldn't take too long. 55 magic, which is really big actually, because now I can cast High Elk. That is 43. Protect from melee. Now I'm ready to unlock the solar bank. Alright, well, I'm gonna go start the quest now. I have all the items I need. That was not too bad. Protect from melee is really nice. And it's done. Alright, well, next quest is Regicide, which will actually unlock the solar bank. I hope this goes well. I hope I don't have to get more coal and stuff. I think that's it. That's nice. There it is. That is really nice. I actually get 15,000 coins, which is really handy actually. And most importantly, I unlock the solar bank. You may be wondering, why am I training combat before AFK in combat? Can't I just start off by AFK? Well, yeah, but I want to complete some quests to get some equipment, and that would require having at least a few more combat levels because of the boss fights. And second, I want to see if I can do something special for AFK in my combat. It might not work, but in order to give it a decent chance, I need some levels. As with everything in the early game, the answer is questing. So I'll start with the skilling requirements I need, then I will move on to completing the quests. There it is. 50 woodcutting. That means I am now ready to do all the quests for the combat XP. Oh, look at that XP. There it is. And that is some pretty nice XP. 48, 48, 46. Alright, well, on to actually collecting gear now. Gearing is important. This is going to be the gear I PVM with when I come back. I'm not going to reach out too far, but I'll try to get some pretty good gear to have a strong foundation besides stats to come back with. First, the head slot, the Helm of Nadisnot. This item is earned as a reward from the Fremnik Isles quest. This quest actually has a pretty scary boss fight, but before I get to that, I need some skills leveled up. For Iron Men, this quest requires 56 woodcutting and 46 crafting. So first, back to woodcutting. I accidentally ate a sweet. There it is, 56 woodcutting. That is one of the requirements. Now onto the crafting requirement, and again, the answer to all of our problems, quests. I'm going to be doing the Elemental Workshop quests for crafting XP, and then just grind out the rest. There it is. 41 smithing and 39 crafting. That gets me pretty close to 46. For crafting training, I'm going to do what pretty much every ultimate does, and that is train with molten glass at Port Phasmatis. You buy buckets of sand and soda ash from the charter ship, run over to the furnace to turn those ingredients into molten glass, walk back to the charter ship whilst blowing the glass into the best product possible, hop worlds, and repeat. But this is a task best done with an empty inventory, so this is where the Zulrah bank comes in. That's 46 crafting, and those are the skilling requirements for the quests I need to do to get gear, so that's done. On to doing quests now. I am done with skilling for the time being. In the upcoming quests, I need to have quite a lot of inventory slots free, so I'm actually going to keep my inventory as is and work with this to finish the quests. Death Plateau gives pretty good offensive boots, and they are really cheap too, only costing 12 coins, a really nice piece of gear. Well, the quest begins. Here it goes. I hope I don't mess up at any point and lose my items. That'd be a shame. At this point, I am past the point where I need a bunch of inventory space, so I'm gonna go and claim my items back from Ilra. Oh, this is so nice, getting prayer potions. I hope this isn't gonna be dangerous. The best food I have is tuna. Well, I have a shark. I hope I get this. I'm in trouble if I don't. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to prayer flick that because I didn't want to risk it because I don't trust my prayer flicking ability. Oh wow. Oh, interesting. I think strength is the best one to put XP in. And another strength. What a good quest reward. Not only do I get the Helm of Nadasnot, which is an incredible helm and would otherwise cost me 50k I believe, I also get all of this XP. Now, the glove slot. Coming from the well-known and well-loved quest, Recipe for Disaster. The requirements for Barrow's gloves, which require completing the quest entirely, are a bit out of reach, but from completing subquests, you get access to lower tiers of gloves that get stronger with more subquests completed. These lower tier gloves are still really good, especially so early on, so I'll try to complete as many subquests as I can. First, I'm going to go through the quests that I can complete and get the skill requirements for the subquests that are within reach. Okay, well that's the start of Recipe for Disaster. With the quests I have completed, and the levels I have, I should be able to access adamant gloves. However, there is a small issue. One of the easiest Recipe for Disaster subquests awards 1000 Slayer experience. This means I won't be able to get adamant gloves now, and I won't be able to get Barrow's gloves ever. Without access to Slayer drops, Barrow's gloves are best in slot for literally everything, but that'll be a future concern. For now, Mythor gloves are within reach, and I am ready to start the subquests. Alright, now I could go for the rest of my gear, but I want to have an option for noted food. I already have some noted food from the Easy Clue adventure, but I want to source a noted food that I can farm realistically. For that, temple trekking. With temple trekking, you can farm noted lobsters. If I carry an axe and a tinderbox, or have a nearby range as well as a bank to unnote on, I can have pretty much infinite food. This could expand my options for how I AFK combat. I already have all of the requirements for the Mauritania questline, which is required for full access to temple trekking, but there's a kind of pseudo requirement as an Iron Man. 30 Herblore. Why? Well, the final quest I'm doing in the line, Darkness of Hallowvale, gives a book that rewards XP 3 times, but it can only be used on skills that are at least level 30. As an Iron Man, and even more so as an ultimate, Herblore is incredibly difficult to train, so I don't want to waste an opportunity to get free XP in this skill. So I'm going to get level 30, mainly by questing, and then go on to the Mauritania quests. And there's 30. I actually need to go and kill Chaos Dwarves now in the Towerly dungeon because I need a Mithril bar and I can't smith it yet, so the drop rate's about 1 in 20, so it isn't too bad of a drop rate. Oh, there, I got it. That is the end of a lot of questing. I'm already up to 132 quest points, but all of them were very useful. I'm not sure if I'll even use temple trekking, but it feels nice to have unlocked. Now I can get all of my gear and after that start AFKing. Alright, first things first, I can upgrade my chest plate and plate legs. Oh, there it is. Now I just need to get a cosmic rune from Ali Morsane, and then I can enchant it. Alright. Enchant. And there it is. The next upgrade. The rune kite shield. Alright, I should be able to get them here. I do want to check something out before I actually grind out food and then actually start AFKing. Alright, so I'm gonna set a timer for 6 minutes, and then I'm gonna see how much damage I take to see how much food I need. I thought that golems could be a good option to AFK, especially with the Baronite Mace, but upon further review, it doesn't look like a realistic option. I just take too much damage, and with the lower golems, I would have to click way too often for a not really good return. But I have a backup plan, Ammonite crabs. There are many reasons these crabs are great to AFK. First, they are naturally aggressive, so for 10 minutes, I can just sit there and do nothing with auto retaliate on, and then just move a bit to reset aggro. Second, they have no defense and very low combat stats, meaning food won't be needed, and I should hit very often, so it should be good XP. And finally, they drop fossils. Fossils can be stored in the fossil storage. Yes, even as an ultimate. And eventually they can be cleaned and the bones you find can finish fossil displays, which give XP lamps when finished. 120,000 XP is the maximum that can be gained. 120,000 Herblore XP sounds pretty nice to me, and that is definitely going to be a nice step forward for my account. I might not be able to get all of that XP, but I'll still get some XP, which will be really nice. If I do somehow finish all of the fossil exhibits, I can use my additional fossils to gain some decent per XP. So, ammonite crabs. I need to unlock Fossil Island and then I'll be ready to AFK. But first, I need a dragon scimitar. I thought I might be able to train on chaos golems with the baronite mace, but it's clear that isn't an option now. So I want to get the best weapons I can. I already have Monkey Madness complete, so the dragon scimitar is pretty close within reach. I just need money, and then I'll need to recreate the M-Speak amulet and Monkey Gree. I will still use the mace to get 60 attack to be able to wield the dragon scimitar though. Alright, I think this is enough money. I did complete the clues I got, and I have one more, so I will do that quickly. Okay, for the time being, I have the inventory slot. Might as well keep it. Alright, I got it. Alright, now I can get my scimitar. Oh, that was a long process. Now I need to complete a few quests to get enough kudos for Bone Voyage, the quest needed to unlock Fossil Island. That was really quick. Now I'm ready for the quest. And there it is. In addition to just AFK my combat stats, I'm also going to be raising cats and trading them in for death runes. Since I'm not training magic during this time, AFKing it, these runes are going to be a good supplement. When I'm done AFKing, I should have a good amount of melee levels, some ranged levels, and a bunch of runes to train magic with. Over here, I will fish raw Karambanchi, and the reason for that is it's stackable food for kittens, so it'll only take up one inventory slot. I don't need to worry about it when I get a bunch. I'm gonna go for like a couple thousand. I might not use all of it, but it's easy to get now, and I won't have to worry about it if I get way more than I need. Alright, for now, I think that's a good place to end off with fish. That's the end of this journey. When I come back, I should be pretty well set up.